The University of Phoenix believes in empowering students to develop many skills that will help them in their professional lives. For many, the skill of public speaking is both harrowing and thrilling. Each year, we ask that our students nominate graduates who have excelled in the world of public speaking and possess the ability to share the message of the class of 2012. This year, Yvonne Worley, a degree candidate in the Bachelor of Science in Business Accounting program, was chosen. Please join me in welcoming her to the podium.
Good morning and welcome, University of Phoenix faculty, family members, guests, and the University of Phoenix graduating class of 2012. Wow, this is a little bit different than giving a learning team presentation in front of a class of less than 20. Before I get started, I'd like to take the opportunity to thank my family, especially my husband, Carl, for putting up with my crazy schedule the last couple of years. If it had not been for their understanding and cooperation, I could not have made it through this program successfully. I'm sure each of you can say the same about your family and friends. I just have one question. Honey, does this mean I have to start doing my own laundry again? Long ago, when I was 22, I was working full-time night shifts, and I had 3 years of college behind me. I had applied and been accepted into the accounting program at University of Florida. My plans were to take a couple of classes each semester while continuing to work, but none of the classes I needed was available at a time that would fit in with my schedule. Asking for help, I was told, here at this university, we feel that education comes before work and you need to arrange your schedule accordingly. How times have changed. Right or wrong, I walked out of that office and did not darken the doors of an institution of higher learning again until I started attending University of Phoenix. This little story brings me to the main topic of my speech today. How has the University of Phoenix contributed to my success, and what makes me a Phoenix? Of course, my first contact with the university was through an initial telephone call with Ginger, my enrollment counselor. That was the first step in my success in standing here today. After much deliberation on my part and some encouragement from her, I decided I wasn't getting any younger and I was going to do this. Enrolling was truly the easy part. From the first moment I walked through the doors of the Livermore campus, I was, blown away by the level of professionalism and courtesy extended to me. I think that's what's called customer service. But then came the hard part. Can I do this? What if I'm the oldest one in class? What if it's all just too hard? And what if I can't cope? Well, I quickly found out that yes, I could do this. And so what if I'm the oldest one in class? I wasn't always. And there were plenty of people and resources available to help me cope. My first night of class, after having been primed on how to navigate the website and turn in my first assignment, I arrived 15 minutes late after a horrendous commute. The foundations class was taught by Susan Jolly, a very polished and personable instructor, and I was impressed. The first thing she did was to pass out cardboard cutouts of a t-shirt and some colored markers. We were instructed to create a t-shirt that told a little something about ourselves, and then we would each present our finished product to the class. Good grief, what had I gotten myself into? But the intention was to create a fun and relaxing atmosphere. Before I knew it, class was over, and I had acquired learning team partners, Jen, Peter, and Sandy. From that point forward, we were Learning Team A. Jen, Peter, and I stayed together for most of the rest of our classes. Like many, I was not enthusiastic about the whole learning team process. But it turned out to be a key factor in our collective success. Letting down the team was unthinkable. And how would we have ever gotten through that first learning team presentation without each other? We were all so nervous and we practiced so hard. We each had our strengths, and the team turned out to be more than a sum of the individual parts. The instructors we had along the way were another huge part of our success. Donna Kraft inspired me in business communications with her intelligence and her keen insight on current events. Fareed Dalili brought so much valuable, real-world, high-level corporate experience to the class. And Pete Madzinski truly cared that each member of the class understood the difficult concepts in Research and Evaluation 1 and 2, aka statistics. In 5-week chunks before we knew it, we were on to the next class and then the next. I could go on. My academic advisor, Whitney Shaw, nobody returns phone calls faster than she does. My financial aid counselor did her job so well, I hardly ever had to speak with her. The bottom line is the tools were there. One just had to plug into them, and if you didn't, they were liable to come looking for you. Now, what is a phoenix? Literally, a phoenix is a mythical bird with colorful plumage that at the end of its life erupts into flame and is reduced to ashes, and from the ashes is reborn to live again. I can kind of identify with that. Becoming a phoenix for me has been a gradual process over the past 2 years. That first night of class, the weekly learning team sessions, struggling to produce a 750-word paper and then 1,050 words and more. Discovering I understood what they were talking about on MSNBC. We had just talked about that in class the night before. And the one memorable night after class when I asked mi amiga Jen, do you also have a newfound sense of confidence in yourself, especially at work? She knew exactly what I was talking about. What makes me a phoenix and the university's commitment to my success is very richly intertwined. I really don't think you could have one without the other. I will leave you with some words of wisdom I received from a counselor of mine several years ago. Do you realize how great this accomplishment is? It's huge. Each and every one of us should be extremely proud of the fact that we have made it here to this ceremony. The resources available to us have helped to make this graduation possible. But without our diligence, our perseverance, and our effort, we would not be here today. Thank you so much to the University of Phoenix faculty and staff, and to our families and friends for the support and encouragement you have shown us. Congratulations for a job well done to my fellow Phoenixes, the University of Phoenix graduating class of 2012.
On behalf of the university, I'd like to present you this award commemorating this day. Congratulations, Yvonne.
Thank you.
At this time, I would like to welcome Dr. Jason Jones, Director of Academic Affairs, to come forward.